All right. You ready to draw some more? Or you ready to listen to me some more? Well, if you're not, then you would have not clicked on, would ya? Appreciate ya. Thanks for being back here. All right, this is another super simple one. And let's see if you have this material at home. If not, go to the fridge and go eat a popsicle. You like that? Uh-huh. I know you do. We are going to need a popsicle stick for this one, guys. So if you don't happen to have any laying around or any kind of craft stick, you can go eat you one. Wash it off a little bit so it's not sticky. We don't want the stickies. But yeah, I mean, you can use the ones that you find in the freezer. We find what we have and we recycle. The one I have here, this is kind of a jumbo one from packs that I bought at AC Moore or whatever hobby store that I felt like shopping at that day, because I go to all of them and frequent them and they love me. So, and then if you don't have a popsicle stick, you can find some kind of small straight edge object and find a way to do this with us and join us. But so this one is going to work fine motor skills for your children, because kids, believe it or not, have a really hard time with tracing objects. I've noticed that even as they still get older, and it's a skill that I've still worked on with kids. It's for whatever reason, tracing is just, it can be rather difficult. So when we work with a smaller object, for some of our students, it can be really challenging. So we're still working on fine motor skills when we work on stuff like this. And then, of course, we're allowing them to color and get them to do some color mixing as well. And they can do this. So this is the finished project. And I've literally just taken a bunch of popsicle sticks, laid them down, overlapped them. Not at the same time. I used just one over and over. And I have, how many did I put in mine? I don't know. When I do it with the kids, I tell them to trace their popsicle stick about 15 to 20 times. When I set a limit for them, it gives them an ending point in their head so they don't just keep going and going and going. And when they have a set limit, and a set stopping point, they know exactly what it is that I am searching for. We are engaging the end of the page, the edges. Students don't like to do that. They don't understand that they can use the edge of the page and artwork can go off of it. And that creates movement on our page so that we're able to, have our eye go around it. The sticks are just going in all different directions, again, creating movement. They're not just up and down, up and down, up and down, and going across. We're not just creating these horizontal and vertical lines. They're just every which way, like we had just dumped them out of the box and spilled them. That's what we want it to look like. So there's, a little bit more of a thought process behind it other than let's grab a popsicle stick and trace it. So we've got to have a starting point. Just put your popsicle stick on there, lay it any which haphazard way, and we're going to trace it. The thing they have to watch out for is, of course, making sure that it doesn't move. And just start tracing at some point, going around, making sure your stick doesn't move. And when you do move your finger, see how we move the finger without moving the stick. Okay, so holding our stick right in the center with one finger is a real good spot for us to do. And while this isn't challenging for us as adults, and it is a big challenge for a child, because you'll sit here and you'll watch them do this, and they've got their whole finger on it, and then they've got to move their fingers, and it's really kind of cute. I miss my babies. So the next stick, have them try and overlap it somehow, maybe go off the page a little bit. And again, get them to think of one stick. My nails are what's really in the way, more so than my finger. Really long. And I've already got an overlap here. And so that's what's creating my areas of interest. And I really don't need a messy mat because that's making it harder for me to. Of course, the kids can kind of move the paper as they start tracing the sticks. And we're just going to keep going right around. And do these kinds of things. And that's it. That's really all there is to it. And eventually they're going to have a paper that creates a lot of interest. I am not putting my stuff away like a good student. And they'll start getting out their crayons. They'll just start coloring. And every time a popsicle stick crosses over another one, it creates a new shape. And that's where they're going to change colors. That's it for the coloring directions. So fairly simple, fairly effective in allowing them to think of movement and allowing them to think of line, allowing them to think about shape, just all these other things, and allowing them to practice their fine motor skills. So hopefully you enjoyed this picture. If you want suggestions as to what else they could trace if you don't have popsicle sticks laying around, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. Let me know if you like these projects that we're working on. Anything else? If you just want to chat, let me know if you need something to work on for specific kids or whatever. I'm here. Comment below. Send me your finished pictures on Twitter. Sorry for not talking. I get some more coffee. And I am at Mrs. Mims, #1. That is my Twitter handle. And I will see you then. And until our next drawing, when I can speak better. Bye, guys. Take care of yourselves.